Today we talk about 3 songs. They all have the same title: Over the Hills and Far Away. Almost nothing else in common. Over the hills and far away. What does that mean to you? Maybe it is a place you daydream about, somewhere beyond the normal weather of your life. The place your mind goes when your body is stuck in a commute. Maybe it is adventure, a road opening, a map with empty space waiting on it. Or maybe it is exile, being far from the people who know your name, out in the world, trying to become yourself while secretly missing the old life the whole time. 5 small words, almost childish, and yet they have managed to hold soldiers, lovers, prisoners, an opera, Led Zeppelin, Irish folk rock, a Finnish metal band, and everything in between. The oldest Over the Hills and Far Away goes back at least to the late 17th or early 18th century. It turns up in Thomas Durfee's song collection, Wit and Mirth, or Pills to Purge Melancholy, which remains one of the best names anyone has ever given a playlist. In one early printed version, it is a love complaint. A poor lad named Jockey has lost a girl named Jenny, or Jenny has lost interest. Anyway, Jenny steals his heart. Jockey is destroyed. The countryside can no longer be trusted. Here, far away is emotional distance. Jenny is not just somewhere else, she is unreachable. The tune changes jobs with the moral flexibility of a very good melody. By the early 18th century, it is also carrying recruiting lyrics. And I mean recruiting literally. This is an army advert with a chorus. The song offers shirts, clothes, money up front. Then it adds a small warning. Volunteer now, because the constables are already looking for brisk young fellows to be pressed. In other words, sign here or be signed. And then comes the great sales line. Go now and you may return a gentleman. If that version sounds familiar, it is probably because of Sharp, a popular British television drama series starring Sean Bean as Richard Sharp. And there is another twist. In 1728, John Gay uses the air in the Beggar's opera. The 18th century already understood the jukebox musical. Take tunes people know, write new words, let recognition do half the work. McKeith and Polly imagine being happy anywhere together. Greenland, Indian soil, exile, hardship, whatever the world throws at them. Romantic, yes, but darker than it first sounds. Polly imagines being sold into labor overseas. In 1728, far away was not always a place you chose. That was the first song. The second song appeared in slightly less ancient times, in 1973, by Led Zeppelin. The same title, different song. The song's roots go back to the band's acoustic period around Bron Yror, the cottage in the Welsh hills where Page and Plant worked on material after the huge electric storms of the first albums. A song about hills, sketched in the hills, about being far away, while indeed being somewhat far away. Finally, our third song today is Gary Moore's Over the Hills and Far Away, released as a single in 1986. The story itself is blunt and theatrical. A man is accused of robbery. He has an alibi, but telling the truth would expose his affair with his best friend's wife. So he keeps silent and takes a 10-year prison sentence. And then Moore's song starts traveling too. In 2000, there is Thyrfing, the Swedish Viking metal band, taking it into a darker, heavier northern landscape. Then in 2001, Nightwish cover it, and the song becomes something else again. Nightwish hear the chorus as Destiny, then the covers keep going. Paddy Gurdy sends it back toward the medieval machine room. Sonata Arctica push it toward power metal speed and shine. Steve and Seagulls prove that almost any song can survive being driven through a barn at high speed. And Ruslana, the 2004 Eurovision winner from Ukraine, sends it through Ukrainian mountain air. That is what a strong title can do. It does not stay put. It keeps offering itself to new stories. For our version, we went back to the older melody, but we gave it new lyrics. Our story has a boy, a girl, a wide world with crooked streets and tall buildings, and, of course, a tiger. Because sometimes a tiger makes a faraway place a home. This is Over the Hills and Far Away.
A lantern swung beside the cave. A boy set sail at break of day. He said, "This town's too small to stay. I'm for the hills and far away." A girl in boots of cracked black hide kept all she owned close by her side. A compass and a song to play, to lead her on and far away. Over the hills and over the main, through winding streets and winter rain, when nothing ever stayed the same. Over the hills and far away. Of stone and wine, where bells would mark the passing time. Through narrow streets and lantern light, they wandered on through half the night. Then west they rode through wind and snow, to learn the things they didn't know. Past towers tall of steel and gray, they worked the night and slept the day. They came at last to softer ground, where what was lost could still be found. A place to rest, a place to stay. Over the hills and far